So, talking about infrastructure, obviously everyone knows it's important. It's not really an argument. Bernie has a Rebuild America Act that he has put together that allows us to kind of overhaul our whole system of transportation, all of our roads, our bridges, everything that, scoots us hither and yon within the country. I really appreciate that he actually outlines how we can pay for these different ideas. He's one of the only candidates that does that, and yet everybody says, well, how are you going to pay for it to him? But because he has such detailed legislation that he's put together, it's hard to get through it all. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I haven't gotten through all of it, and so it's, I understand that a lot of people are not aware that he actually has ways to pay for it. So one of the really easy ways that he wants to pay for infrastructure is just to tax corporate offshore income. And that should be taxed anyways when you think about it. That's why corporations will go ahead and create like fake little headquarters in other countries, and they'll get away with not paying taxes, and it actually takes money out of our American economy and puts it other places in the world. So just by doing that, we're expecting that will bring about $100 billion per year into our federal budget. As a recent college grad, I really love the policy that Bernie has on free college, but it's called the College for All Act. So basically it means that your average working family is going to have free tuition at public universities. There's still going to be private options. You can still spend bukus of money on your education if you so desire. It's just going to make it so that our next generation wants to go to college, because we want to have the most intelligent people running this country in the future. And right now we're making it seem like a bad idea to actually go to college. I mean, I went to college and I got 2 degrees, and then I went and worked in the service industry, and a lot of the people that I know, a lot of my friends, they're not going to college because they're like, if I go to college, I'll have tons of debt and my job prospects aren't guaranteed. Right now, the way things are, as expensive as college is, it's become a luxury. And the College for All Act also wants to help reduce student debt. And I mean, I have to admit, I'm partial to this. It would benefit me. But even if it didn't benefit me, it would be a really good idea. And that is because we have taken an entire generation, my generation, that has a massive amount of debt. And when you have that much debt, you don't go and buy a house. I mean, you can't. It makes it so that we're not spending money. We're not putting money back into the economy. And our economy is put together because we spend money, and we spend it really well. Americans are great at spending money, and that lets the companies that are making this money grow larger and larger and get bigger and bigger profit margins with their economies of scale. Once you have enough money, once you're at the top echelon, you're just going to save that money. Or if you're a company, then you're just going to, buy your own stock, which artificially inflates it. Not a good thing for the economy. The economy needs to be vibrant and bustling. So you want to make it so that people my age can actually participate. Because if we don't participate, then these companies that right now are loving these tax breaks and everything, they're not going to do as well, because ultimately their sales are going to go down. And we want to relieve this debt so that we're not in a situation like we were right before the Great Depression, when everybody had a bunch of debt. They got scared to spend more money because they were paying off their debt. And then once the buying stopped, the economy started collapsing. So it is a huge deal to help unburden people who are in my generation and allow them to actually participate and spend money. So all of the the relief that we gave to the banks and, the financial institutions, that relief needs to go to students, because students are going to participate in the buying sector of the economy more than these financial institutions do. So this is a huge, very important part of his platform. It's huge. And what he wants to do is to actually tax Wall Street trading. And that seems pretty fair. Wall Street trading kind of got our economy in such a tailspin, and now just by taxing it, we're thinking it'll generate about 300 billion per year. Now, PolitiFact does say that they think the taxation of Wall Street trading will only pay for about 2/3 of the college for all. But it's still 2/3, guys, and that's just one tax policy. Now that's debated. A lot of people believe that just by taxing Wall Street trading, then we will be able to completely get this college for all. And why would we not want our next generations to be more intelligent and educated? And why don't we want my generation, the one that's just coming up into the buying economic cycle, to be able to keep that cycle healthy?